Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Um, on today's agenda, we're gonna make Mother's Day cards for for your mamas, and it's a really quick and simple card that can be made 10 minutes. It's a nice card. So essentially, it's gonna look like this. Um, but as you can see, the back is empty. So we're gonna spice it up a bit, but it's gonna be a card with a heart on the inside. Um, you can draw your own hands. It'll be nice if you drew your own hands, but for the sake of time, I went ahead and just printed out some hands online. You can just type in like hand template and some hands will come out, and um, they'll come out to size roughly. So I'm gonna use. There's a reason why I chose this green paper is because I'm also gonna use this as the back. So essentially, this is gonna be the front, and when you flip the hand around, it's gonna be a hand shape, but it's gonna be like that on the back. So in order to do that, you put the paper design face down, and you're gonna glue. We're gonna edge this. Well, we're gonna glue the back, mainly where the hands are, but we're gonna edge this out. When I originally did it, I cut out the hands first, and then I glued it and cut out the hands again. That might be the easiest, but we're gonna try this because it's easier if we just cut one out at a time. I meant one out instead of two at a time. So we're gonna get our glue stick. Make sure you have spray adhesive works perfect, but it's better to spray that outdoors, and I'm not really outdoors right now. Rubber cement actually will probably be the best alternative to spray adhesive, but I don't have that either, and that's pretty cheap. You can get it for like $2-3 at Walmart, but we're gonna stick to just regular glue stick, right? You want to get the glue on here as best as you know. Make a nice layer of the glue, because what you're gonna do now is you're gonna you're gonna take the smudge off. You're gonna carefully place it on the edge. So there we go. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just had to be on the edge. Alright. There we go. So now that we have this, the scissors work fine. You can cut this out with scissors quick, 2-3 seconds, but I like the X-Acto blade. I'm gonna try with the X-Acto blade. And you always want to, as we said many times before, you always want to cut with an X-Acto blade away from the body. So you can't see it, but my body's turned this way. Like I said, you can't see it, but my body's turned away because what happens is once you slip, sometimes you slip this way. So you always cut away from the body. In this case, my body's away. So if I happen to slip, I'm just gonna slip like this. You never want your hand out here. You always want your hand above the blade. If you do decide to go this way, I'm just gonna carefully cut down. I'm moving kind of quick for the sake of time, but you want to make sure you take your time. Cut this out nice. I'm cutting out alongside of the outside of the black mark, which bad idea to glue it first. Bad idea to glue first, but at this point I'm too far in. You want to carefully get it. Cut everything. Yeah. Let me try the scissors instead. You want to make sure you get it all. Alright. That's that. Yeah, if you are using an X-Acto blade, it is best if you're using an X-Acto blade, it's best if you cut one out then cut the other, because this is not working. Cutting it with the glue because it's slipping and it's causing the paper to rip, but that's fine. I'll show you the one that I made prior to this. Came out really nice. In case this one doesn't come out that nice. All right. So, for the sake of, also paper cutters are really great to have. I'm going to. There we go. I'm just gonna slice the part that I don't need just to make the cutting easier. The paper's big, so I'm just cutting around what I don't need. Actually, I probably could have cut around more, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I cut out here, out of hand. We'll come back to that. The hand, there we go. This has already been cut with the X-Acto, so alright, that's fine. Cut along, as you can see, I'm cutting along the edge of the black line because you want the black line to show the outline of, basically the outline of the hand. Let's see, I can not mess this up. The X-Acto blade's a lot easier to. It's really nice to have an X-Acto blade available. You can really get into spots that are kind of hard to cut with the scissors. Even if it's just cutting through those spots while you use the scissors for others. An X-Acto blade's always really good to kind of learn how to use. It's just a very dangerous thing if you're not paying attention, or if you're trying to rush through something. This can get really dangerous, but let's not rush through this. We get this. We hold it like a pencil, so essentially you're just tracing and adding a little pressure to what you're tracing. The curves might seem difficult, but you just calmly, you grab it like you would a pencil, and you just calmly press down and just trace around if you're using the X-Acto blade. Constantly turning. This doesn't have to be perfectly cut. I mean, you definitely want to do your best, but it doesn't have to be perfectly cut, and you'll see why in a bit. All right. All right, that's that. So we just need a little bit right here. So, you know, whatever's not cut out, if you still see some white or if you still see some of the background, um, you know, you just trim off. So in this case, I still have the blade, so I'm gonna go and I'll trim that off, clean that up. Same thing here, clean that up. Same thing here. Clean that up. And so now, as you can see, you got the green and you got the flower on the other side. So